Noble, South Florida is number 2. Hey, that's what it says on the cover of the latest issue of Sports Illustrated. That hits the stands today. As of last Sunday, and really Saturday afternoon, after the old-fashioned butt whipping the Bulls gave UCF 64-12, the Bulls are ranked the number 2 team in the nation. This is one time it's not a bad thing to be called number 2. Now, as exciting as this is, and it is exciting, we've got a long way to go. Now, if the team keeps playing the way they have been, it might not be as long as you think. As I told you a couple of weeks ago, they just need to hang around and not lose. They've been doing good at both of these. 6 wins, no losses, already makes them bowl eligible. And ranked number 2, that puts them in a position to possibly play for a national championship. All that's left? Win the rest of their games. That's all. Find a way to win. What's left on the schedule? Pittsburgh, Louisville at home, Syracuse, Cincinnati at home, Connecticut, and tomorrow night's game against Rutgers. Why a Thursday night game, you ask? Well, it's like taking money from Tony Soprano. That would be the TV money. When he knocks on your door and he wants you to play, you play. One saving grace, Rutgers played last Saturday as well, but the Bulls have to travel. That's always tough. Now, what does USF have to do to win the ball game besides, score more points? Have that defense keep the Scarlet Knights on their heels. And with George Selvey leading the nation in sacks, 10.5, and tackles for a loss, 17.5, along with linebacker Ben Moffitt leading the charge, they should be able to slow down running back Ray Rice. He's averaging over 130 yards a game rushing. Ray is the last running back, by the way, to run over 100 yards against us. And that was last year. So if they can box him in, it'll be like last week. They'll have to pass. And that's when the Rutgers receivers will say hello to defensive backs Nate Allen, Mike Jenkins, and Trey Williams. And, of course, then Selvey will be looking for more sacks. As for the offense, they need to be just good enough. And with last year's Big East Rookie of the Year, Matt Grothe, at the helm, I'm sure it will be. Grothe just makes things happen. And don't forget about the special teams kicker, Delvin Alvarado. He was named the Big East Special Teams Player of the Week. All that took was a couple of field goals, 6 punts with an average of 43 yards a punt, and he has 5 straight games with at least 1 punt of 50 yards or more. One more thing, just for thought, the Bulls are now riding the nation's longest active winning streak with 8. A couple other teams are tied with us, but who the heck is Hawaii and Boston College? The Bulls machine seems to be running on all cylinders. So it's Rutgers and USF tomorrow night, kickoff at 7:30. This is Jeff Fisher, and this has been the USF Bulls Report for AM Tampa Bay, brought to you by Alpha Omega Title on News Radio 970 WFLA. See you tomorrow night, pregame at 6, right after the Schnitt. Go Bulls.